And we're live. Greetings, friends. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. Ollie the Cobra, welcome, friend. I hope all of you had a great week, a happy Christmas, and a Merry Boxing Day. You get another 3-day weekend now. Happy New Year. We will be doing a New Year's Eve live stream in Saint Denis. And tomorrow night, tomorrow's movie is The Magnificent Seven from 1960. It pretty much starred every alpha male from the 60s. Yul Brynner, Steve McQueen, Lee Van Cleef, Charles Bronson. It's an amazing movie. You'll love it if you haven't seen it. One of the best theme songs. Very evocative of John Williams' Star Wars theme, but more relaxing and open range as far as a soundtrack goes. Highly recommended. And it is, as always, available on YouTube, so you can watch along with me. Tonight we're just hanging out in Chapter 2. I have to knock out some missions because I want to get to the train robbery, because we really need to manually tag Deadeye in order to utilize Bolty effectively. How was your week? I've been working on the cutscene videos, and we got stuck on Chapter 3 because I have all the files, all the missions, except for one tiny cutscene of where Arthur is playing Fenton in Rhodes, in the Rhodes bar, and he sets up all the shot glasses to pour. That's a cutscene, and I don't have that one. And Ollie the Cobra asks, "What time is it for you?" It's time to free roam. Pronghorn says, "Greetings." Pronghorn says, "Hello, friends." Greetings, Pronghorn. That's a nice username. Golden Nuggle. On my first playthrough on Chapter 2 right now. So are we. I love Chapter 2. A man with no name returns and says, "Hello, brother." Greetings, friend. Golden Nuggle says, "Just stopping by since I don't want any spoilers." Well, regrettably, you will get a lot of spoilers on this channel, so you better not watch. Or watch with the sound off, maybe. I don't know. I shouldn't tell viewers not to watch. But I appreciate you checking in, Golden Nuggle. Where was I? Oh, anyways. So, yeah. We don't have that cutscene. And out of all my playthroughs and saves and accounts, every save that I have that's in Chapter 3 is on or around Horseflesh for Dinner. Because of Cerberus. Thanks, Cerberus. David, greetings, friend. How are you? Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. Appreciate you being here. Welcome back. Hope you had a great birthday. What was for dinner? So yeah, I don't have that mission available. I could replay it, but we would get Arthur in the gunslinger outfit, and that's not my Arthur. That's not the channel Arthur. That's not Super Arthur. So I have to do a speed run to Chapter 3, and that's what I've been working on for the past day and a half.
What's he doing? Where's he going?
Skipping cutscenes, which is ironic because we're making a cutscene video, and chugging miracle tonics and just powering through missions. So I have a playthrough that I'm working on that is on. I think we need to rescue Micah next. And yeah, we just need to get to Chapter 3 as soon as possible. I might even work on it after I finish this stream. Ollie the Cobra asks, "What guns is Arthur rocking?" Arthur has Bolty, good old Bolty, the bolt-action rifle, and he has Jim Boy Calloway's Schofield that we got through an exploit.
Why don't you
So
take a
we
few
are
of us up
relying on
there?
Bolty mostly
Right
for
now.
hunting and
I
combat
got
for
this,
this
Dutch.
for this
Should be fun.
playthrough.
All right, you. Come on.
Golden
Let's
Knuckles
go.
says, "I'm gonna head off. Have a good time though. You too as well, friend. AR hit. I saw you the first time. Hola to you as well, friend."
You sure as shit was. John, Bill, come here. We got a social call needs making. Where we heading?
Golden Knuckle also says, "Mostly watch the videos on what I'm doing on your channel." That's how I want you to watch the videos.
Any nonsense.
I want you to watch
Sure.
um,
Gonna pay your buddies
while
on
you're
his
playing.
pants.
Just have me on in the background.
That's what he says.
That's one of the reasons why I do these live streams and keep them up. Just so you have something else to listen to on the background while you're playing this game. And maybe you'll pick up some tips. And maybe you'll just be amused by Arthur's shenanigans.
Sharing saddle with an old Driscoll. Who'd have thought?
How many times I gotta say? I ain't an old
David
Driscoll.
said, "Just watched
sure look
Colm
like one.
hang." Well
Smell
done,
like-
David.
God damn. You smell like one too.
I smell like horse shit.
That's right.
Glad you're back.
Boy, are you
Hope you had a
high.
great birthday.
Morgan, you got throwing knives in your saddlebag.
We are going to watch the Magnificent Seven tomorrow night.
I was asked to give them.
From 1960
and I'm
with
doing you
Yul
the further
Brynner.
courtesy of telling you about it.
Next time you want to give me something,
Who
how
was
about you give it
Ukrainian,
to me
but he pretended
instead
to be
of hiding
Russian.
it somewhere, hoping the opportunity
But
comes up
actually,
to
at that
mention it.
time, I think Ukraine
Last
was part of the
goddamn favor
Soviet
I
Union,
did.
so technically he was Russian.
Hey, if I got my bearings, it's over here. Yeah, I know this country. Take this track up
Not
through
Lee
the
Van Cleef,
rocks.
James Coburn. I mentioned Lee Van Cleef earlier.
What, Morgan?
Just to
Ollie the
say,
Cobra, any
well,
ways on how to saddle Baylock?
even
No.
you can't
Baylock
screw
is
up killing
unavailable.
O'Driscolls.
Can't even get him through the Sandini glitch.
And I guess you're good.
You can only
here.
get him by using
Unless some
mods.
soft-handed feller comes along and tells you you've gone too far.
I have a couple videos
What are
on
you
Baylock
talking
on this
about?
channel,
Find
but
that
we used a
big
mod.
bullock
We used
up in
Save
Valentine?
Wizard to
How
get him.
wise you think beating a man to death would have been, with all them folks looking on, when we supposed to be laying low?
I saw your eyes, Morgan. You didn't
everyone
go
ready
clever,
for the
you
new
went
year?
Soft.
2024.
I'll take it.
Let's hope it's a good one,
After all,
without any fear.
you are an
Quote John
authority on
Lennon.
not being clever.
The captive gets a little cough in his throat, looks at you with some big doe eyes. You gonna let Colm go free?
I was fighting Combe when you was pretending to fight Indians.
Don't call my record into question.
Off to
It's
see
your
some of Kieran's
abilities that
friends.
call your
We're going to use both
record
the
into question, Bill.
Now we go left. Road'll take us up and round.
It's interesting speed running through this game, and skipping the cutscenes and just doing the action and just pounding miracle
Those are the
tonics
hills.
and
Head
getting
for 'em.
everything,
Save your
just getting
horses,
everything
we
out of the
gotta
way
climb,
as
boys.
quickly as possible. Because usually
You know,
when I do a
You all
playthrough,
ain't that
I
different
just
from
want
the
to
old
relax
Driscolls.
and enjoy.
What did you just say?
I've been watching you all these weeks,
And I love
You've
the
been tied to a
cutscenes.
tree.
Cutscenes are
You don't know nothing about
essential
this
to
game.
my
yeah,
experience.
well, I'd say you don't know much about the old
They
Driscoll.
add so much to the
Maybe
game,
I know
but
more about you than you know
we have to
about
get to chapter
them.
3
And
so
I
we can
know
get
all
that
about
Fenton
them,
cutscene.
so
So we'll slow
Tell us
down when
then.
we get to chapter 3.
How we like
Probably
those mongrel dogs.
You're
tomorrow
outlawed
morning
like
if I
them.
don't work on it
You're out to
tonight, and I
survive
probably
like
won't.
them. You live rough. You live hard.
We'll see. We'll see how I feel.
Fighting the law, nature.
How does
You're out
everyone
for
else feel
yourselves.
tonight?
See?
Ollie the Cobra
This is
says,
why
"Hey,
you're
Super
no
Antonio,
Driscoll,
what's your
O'Driscoll.
favorite gang
We're out to
horse?"
survive.
Probably
live.
Silver Dollar,
Free.
Hosea's
Cole's
Silver
a
Turbo
sneak
Man,
thief
because
and a killer.
we love
That's
Hosea
just-
so much, and also
That's just
Titan
more
Monk.
like a teacher.
Okay, now cut left up here. We go down
Because
the
we get to
hill
borrow
into
her,
the
and
forest.
we have such a good relationship
Going
with
in
Charles.
quiet, taking them out as we find them, trying not to set things off. But if we do, we move quick and hard. We settle this like we know how, okay?
Okay by me.
With you, Morgan.
All right then.
Through the trees here.
Yeah, so In the speed run, we're not working on the satchel. We got the brindle just because we were surprised by the ambush on the way back from Emerald Ranch. I did do camp upgrades so we could can fast travel, but that's just so we can get to missions faster.
Quiet.
What else? We did pick up the bolt action from the Sean rescue and the machete,
This is it.
but
The
we
cabin's
weren't
just
able
the
to
other
get
side
this
of this
jacket
hill.
because I'm just not hanging around camp enough.
Let's go.
We're not doing any of the side missions or the
You gonna get them eyes.
I said
the camp
easy.
requests. We're just powering through. So it would be a happy coincidence if we were able to get this this jacket, but I'm not really trying for it. Not in this playthrough. David says, I get Arthur rocking the sun hat from Guarma. Looks really cool on him. Sits kinda low on his brow.
Remember, I'm watching you.
That's because it's so sunny in Guarma, I imagine.
Moment.
I ain't gonna shop you now. Come on. It'd be suicide.
Regrettably, your Arthur is heading for some dark times.
You lose your balls first. Jesus Christ. Hey. There. You see?
Okay, get down.
Yeah, so when I get
Cabin's in the clearing.
when I get to chapter 3, I'm pretty much going to make a save on every mission, just
out there too.
so we
These
don't
fellas
ever
armed?
avoid
Armed,
this.
drunk, wary
problem.
of strangers. Yep.
At least with
Going
this
on Driscoll?
He'll be holed up in his
at
cabin.
least this particular problem.
Passed out, booze blind, likely as not. Over there. Someone's coming.
So,
I have so many saves in chapter 2
let me think.
because that's where I spend the most time.
I'm gonna drain it. I'll catch up. No, we ain't gonna fall for that. We're gonna wait so you can
But
tell
we're
him
not,
yourself. Yeah.
As the game progresses,
Shoot the messenger,
my saves
it'd be
become
that
less and
little
less.
son of a bitch.
I don't think I even have. I have some. I have post-game saves. I've got a save for Marston in Epilogue 1. I've got 100% Marston.
One by the
And then we have a chapter 4 Arthur, working on a chapter 3 Arthur, a lot of chapter 2 Arthurs, and a chapter 1 Arthur, and an Arthur that's stuck in Guarma. Ollie the Cobra says, my Arthur has the full Legend of the East outfit with the satchel and 2 golden cattlemen. He also has $500,000 in the bank. Your Arthur is set for life. He should just run off with Mary, or Sadie,
Out at distance.
or Sally Nash.
Good work. Moving on the camp. I left our guide up there.
Ollie the Cobra says, this save is in chapter 4. Yes, my Legends of the East Arthur is in chapter 4.
What we doing about him?
This
That's the
one's
earliest you
mine.
can get it.
We need it done right.
Still on it, show it. Okay, now what? We're at the perimeter.
Now, there are a lot of
More
ladies
Wait on
around
my mark.
around the campfire,
Take a
and
look at
Arthur
these
doesn't want to
boys.
shoot any of
Sure
those
thing.
girls. So they'll run away. So you can do a little quick surveil. See? Lots of girls. We will traumatize the one sitting on this O'Driscoll's lap, however. There she is. Got a lot of brains on her. Splattered on her. Then we get going. Good old Tolkien. This is also technically a speed run just because I want to get through the train job. And manually tag this thing. Super difficult to control both these. Oh dog, welcome friend. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. O-Dog says, what up, JVP birthday boy? And what up, Super Antonio? What up, O-Dog? We're just hanging out on Friday, running through some missions. Trying to get Arthur to the oil wagon in the train job. And then, after the train job, we'll settle into free roam. O-Dog, we're going to watch the Magnificent Seven tomorrow. If you were here earlier on, I would have tried to set up Beverly Hills Cop with you. But we can do Beverly Hills Cop next week if you want. Then Serena, I completely forgot that Australia's a day ahead. So movie night for her tomorrow night is actually New Year's Eve. So she's really busy on New Year's Eve, obviously, and couldn't do it then. So I said we get to it sometime in January.
Thank you.
So we could do
O'Driscoll.
Beverly Hills Cop next weekend,
You've set us
and
up.
then
Come here.
and then quickly down under.
No, I didn't.
How does that sound to
Colm
you, friend?
O'Driscoll ain't here.
He was here, I swear. If I was setting you up, I wouldn't have saved your life.
It's a good point, Arthur.
All right, then, go on. Get out of here.
Hey?
I won't kill you.
Yeah, I didn't set you up.
Get lost.
Get lost.
I'm letting you run away. Now go on. Get out of here.
That's as good as killing me. Out there, without you, Colm O'Driscoll's gonna lose his mind about
Arthur
this.
shows an act of mercy,
So I'm one of
but
you
Kieran
now.
won't run away because he has nowhere to go,
Give me a break. All right, then.
and he needs a gang to
But
protect
I'm
him.
warning you.
Oh, hey, I know.
Come on, let's get to camp.
So you got the cash then?
What cash?
Yeah, there's usually some cash.
And it's
in
technically
the chimney.
I'll check it.
Arthur brought him in,
Boys, get to
technically,
camp
so
quick.
now
See, Arthur?
he's
Y'all
Arthur's
ain't so bad.
responsibility
Hey, Bill.
and Arthur's
You
decision.
tell
Note
Dutch
how he
old
says to
Kieran ain't
Bill,
worth killing. Just
um,
yet.
Right,
tell-
you are.
you tell Dutch that Kieran ain't worth killing just yet. Just implying that you have to keep an eye on Kieran, and Bill is like, yep, I'll keep 2 eyes on him. Now, I thought we could loot all these guys. If you loot them after the chimney, you will catch a witness and the law will arrive. So I tried to loot these jokers before we go in the cabin. And regrettably, spoiler alert, we will stray too far. And these guys have a lot of cash and stuff. O-Dog says, yes, it works, Super Antonio. Busy with folks passing away. I am not free. I'm sorry to hear that, O-Dog. Well, just let me know when you have time, and we'll get to Beverly Hills Cop. Don't worry about it. Family comes first. You take care of your family. Yeah, we went too far. Right about here. And they had so much stuff. There you go. And then when we respawn, all these jokers will vanish. So the game will just focus you, zero you in the cabin. And see, note, you're already in the cabin. And all these guys are gone. It is a Red Dead mystery. But, you know, there's cash in the cabin and a free shotgun. I never use that double barrel. It just clutters up the weapons wheel. I do like the semi-auto and the repeating shotgun, but those are more John weapons. Sadie is asleep under the desk. She had a good day and a long week. I ended up giving her presents, just not all at once. I just kind of gave them to her. I would like introduce something new to her every couple hours on Christmas Day. Just when she was starting to get tired of one toy, I would hand her another one. And she was very happy. Eyes would get wide, super cute. Now she has all these toys to play with. And the apartment is a mess.
At least you got something tucked away.
David says, going with Bill to get the dynamite next. Yeah, Bill does love his dynamite. Gerando, just Gerandro. The semi-auto shotgun and the pump action. Yes. Greetings, friend. Glad you're here. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. Did you get to watch the black and white cutscenes with no commentary? I put those up just because I like the look of the game in black and white. And once we're finished, once I have all of them, I'll just put it up as an entire movie. And I will probably do the live cutscene commentary reactions per chapter. That'll be easiest for me. And we'll probably do them on Free Roam Fridays, But that's taken a while. I'm stuck in chapter 3 for a bit. Need that Fenton cutscene.
Fine morning, partner. Real hungry here. Can I get a few cents?
And now, I believe Arthur is going to pick up the Valentine Dr. Schofield
Yep.
and get into a little trouble. David says, yeah, I've started them on chapter 2.
Hey, get moving.
Well, rather, Odog says. Pardon me, Odog.
Hey now. Oh, come on.
Take a look in here. Gerando, just Gerando, says the semi-auto shotgun and the pump-action shotgun are the best in the game, at least for combat. For close combat, yeah, for sure, especially with incendiary rounds. Very effective, one-shot kills.
What do
Yeah,
you
you
want?
can't use them for hunting.
This is private. Get lost.
But you can take off a head with the with the shotgun, which is pretty awesome.
Morning.
David says the only reason I rescue Micah is to get my twin Scolies.
Folks.
Yeah, but you can do a couple of challenges and pick up an offhand from the trapper.
That face?
You can keep Micah in jail indefinitely.
Keeping you healthy,
I wouldn't get him out. I wouldn't have gotten him out
Feel
except
free to
for that.
browse.
Like, we needed the cutscene. Sons of Dutch, mix of brothers,
hell's the gun
and
for?
sometimes
Let me into that
brothers
back
make
room of
mistakes.
yours right now.
Sir, please. You don't want to get involved with them, I promise you.
And now we need to see what's going on in the
Make
back
them
room.
open up, or you're a dead man.
Forgot the lady will attack us. She has a knife. I thought she would just cringe,
Hey,
but
open
she's an
up.
O'Driscoll lady.
It's me. I brought some food and whiskey for you. fellas.
Harandro says the black and white videos are awesome.
Yeah, it's
I'm glad
okay.
you like them, friend. Glad you appreciate them like I do.
try anything funny.
I black and whited them, but I added,
Where that cold
I just
local
upped the
bottle was
contrast to like just make the whites really bright.
on the table.
But yeah, they're fun to watch.
Looks like a night.
Yeah, we just tried to do this as silently as possible. It really worked. I didn't want to kill the lady.
Oh God!
And she pulls it and
Please.
she pulls the knife on
kill.
us.
Shit!
You ain't killing me, you son of a bitch!
So she gets hogtied. And what happened to our hat? And never noticed this chest before.
Shit. Dumb move.
Kinda took our time. Serena, welcome, friend. Everybody say hello to Serena. Happy Friday, Serena. On Fridays, we free roam. Happy New Year. Appreciate you being here. Now we can get that Schofield. Serena, did you have a good Christmas? I don't think I saw you. I don't think you were here during Christmas, were you? I do not recall. So Merry Christmas. Actually, I remember you were here on Friday. You made the last free room Fridays. Okay, now we gotta get out of here. This was interesting. It was pretty easy to just run away, but why do things easy on this channel? Oops, sorry, sir. He's fine. He's just sleeping. Serena says, Happy New Year, Antonio, and everyone. Happy New Year to you as well, Serena. I hope your PS4 problems have cooled down, so to speak, and your PS5 problems are heating up. David says, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to the Lady in Red. Herandro says, you can glitch Arthur into the back room just after accepting the first bounty hunt. If you keep trying to open the door, it will magically unlock, and nobody inside will react to Arthur. Wow, Herandro. That's amazing. I think we should try that. I know we should try that. I may have to take some time off from my speed run and try that. Let me make a note of that.
You're all right, girl.
Okay. Glitch bounty backroom doctor. That should be enough. Serena says, Happy birthday, David. And David says, thank you, my dear. And Serena says, yes, my PS4 is good now. You're good now. And, Verandro says, I didn't blow the safe, though. Oh, Arthur will have to blow the safe. And then, at this point, I forget to mention, Arthur had the idea of seeing if any of these bounty hunters were on piebald Tobianos. Incredibly, spoiler alert, they are not. But we killed a bunch of them just wave after wave. They came on common to medium horses. Serena says, Antonio, I just uploaded another video if you haven't seen it yet. I will watch it. I saw it on my YouTube alerts. I believe it was a GTA Online video. I'll watch it tomorrow morning. And Serena also says, everyone, I uploaded another video. Yes. Serena is our correspondent for all things Red Dead Online and Grand Theft Auto Online. And also all the other games she likes to play. I get some of my best gaming ideas from Serena as far as other games to play. horse had to work out, regrettably. All these darn bounty hunters. He won't go driving that Tuna says, I'm really enjoying the PK Online salvage PR missions. I made more money doing them than in other missions. Well, we can always make more money, to quote Arthur. Would that it were that easy in real life. And Arthur had numerous occasions to get away, numerous opportunities, and he just kept going back into trouble just to see what kind of horses these jokers had. Serena says, Red Dead is still my favorite game. Same here. Same here, friend. Was really worried about my ball. Nothing, and nothing. Got that guy's hat off. I think you need a bounty of over $1,000 just to American Paint, if you're interested, just to get the piebald to spawn. And we seem, for some reason, to max out at 300 here. But we might as well pick up some supplies.
Girl?
We have that limited satchel, so we've got to improvise on the miracle tonics. Perandro says, Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game, it is a life experience. Have to agree, friend. That's why I do not appreciate speed runs.
You're okay, girl.
Not in this game. No worries, that horse is only sleeping. Eagle Pro 35 says, hi, welcome friend, happy Friday, happy New Year and Merry Christmas. Appreciate you being here. We're doing a movie night tomorrow night. You can watch along with me. You can watch The Magnificent Seven from 1960. It's going to be a lot of fun. EJ007 says, Super Antonio, love your videos. Thank you, friend. I even use your outfit, but I keep Arthur's hat. Appreciate that. I love that art. I love that outfit, even though we're using the Mr. Pearson's Rapid Skin Denim Scout Jacket in this playthrough. It is a poor workman who blames his tools, but my controller is glitching. And you'll notice that I grabbed the binoculars instead of the rifle. I really need a new controller. But you know, how old is this PS4? It's the original controller. I really like the action on it. See it keep grabbing the binoculars. The horse was in jeopardy, so I think at this point it ran away. Serena says, Antonio, did you watch my video on? Did you watch my Red Dead Online I uploaded the other day? I did. I'm sorry I didn't comment. Didn't have time, but I did give a like. Love the snow in the game, she added. Yes, same here. Yeah, see? He almost killed the horse, and that's not good. So let's get out of here. EJ007, thank you, friend. Shout out to EJ007 with a $20 super chat. Really appreciate it. Your support keeps this channel going. And this video is sponsored by viewers like you. EJ007 with a license to ill. Serena says the horse stable is still glitched in my game, and EJ says a little help for the controller. Appreciate it, friend. I don't want to give up this controller. It is literally my favorite controller. I love the action on it. Just something about the springiness. But yeah, it's dying. Appreciate it, friend. Merry Christmas. And Top Hat XP says, hello, greetings, friend. Appreciate you being here. Serena also says hello to Top Hat. Those darn bounty hunters just won't leave us alone, so we gotta get out of here. Yeah, shout out to EJ007 for the win. Top Hat XD said, hey star to Serena. Serena says, big bounty, Antonio, LOL. Yes, but not big enough to spawn a piebald Tobiano, irritatingly enough. And usually at this point I just reload a save, like, and just erase all this, but I didn't this time. I didn't care. Serena said, on my other account got over $1,000 bounty. Yeah, you were going to town. You were trying to get on Santa's naughty list. I'll try this again with a Mustang or, you know, a more common horse that I'm not so emotionally attached to, just because I didn't want to risk the horse. Or maybe I should try it on foot and just let them keep coming at me. Like the 300, we could pick a high vantage point and just pick them off and then grab the piebald when we find one, when one shows up. That would make an interesting video, because I usually use Arthur's favorite bounty hunter cam. But it's not really spawning for us right now, and I'm not willing to put the time in to make it spawn. Yes, I can make it spawn, but it involves a lot of saves and reloads. If you just save in that area and keep reloading, eventually it will respawn. Top Hat says, I always go low honor with John and rob everything. That's an interesting strategy. Serena says, Antonio, you make me laugh when you say on Friday we free roam. On Fridays we free roam, and on Mondays we Marston. Okay. Well, I appreciate that, Serena, and I hope you're here for Marston Mondays. David says, early in the game for me, Flacco and Granger's revolvers are pretty good. Yeah, Flacco's revolver, I really like that ivory handle. Looks great in this holster. See, Now we're looking for Arthur's camp. And sometimes if you just ride up to the location and turn around, ride back to the wagon and turn around again, you have you can spawn that camp. Just look for smoke. David says need Flacco's outfit too, though. Yeah, that fur coat is and the twin bandoliers. Sometimes I think about, technically that's the introduction to the Del Lobos, and they're such a long way from home, and they must be so cold up in the mountains.
Hey, Bart.
Serena says, I'm going to be sad when the snow disappears on Red Dead Online and GTA Online. Yeah, but it'll give you something to look forward to next year. I'm going to be sad when I put away the Christmas decorations, which I'll probably do mid-January. I'm going to do that later, but I'll be real happy to put them up again. "19 viewers, appreciate you being here, friends. Happy Friday. On Fridays, we free roam. Free Roam Fridays is now live along with Marston Mondays. And on Saturdays, we do a movie night. And we were trying to pay off our bounty here. We were being good.
Get them hands up high! God damn it!
So we,
Oh, hell, you're coming with me now.
So we surrendered and went to jail. Even though we glitched on top of that fence. And this is interesting. We lost money, but not as much money as the bounty. So you get a discount if you can, go to jail. I think we lost like $100 and the bounty was over $300. David says no condors in the snow. And don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate you mentioning that, David. I'm not good at self-promotion, regrettably. Yeah, smash that like button and subscribe. Serena says, sorry about movie night. Didn't realize it'd be New Year's Eve here then. Don't worry about it, Serena. We'll do it sometime in January. Got it figured out. You can do it.
Beautiful condition.
Now that I know you can do it at 7 my time, and I forget what time it is your time, but it is a convenient time for you. It's perfect.
No trace of rust on that
So it'll be easy to line up.
It doesn't hurt to stock up on ammo.
And we shall watch Quickly Down Under. I already have the thumbnail made up. About an it's an American Western set in Australia, starring Tom Selleck, who made a very good cowboy.
You better think twice before you try
Top
to
Hat XD says, hope
Callaway
2024 will be a
means a lot
good
in
year.
this town.
Same here, friend.
Let me just stock up
Especially
on my
considering that
supplies.
we seem to be in an alternate timeline, the dark timeline. I hope we can figure a way out of it. Hirandro says it's a shame all online outfits aren't available in story mode. I mean, without mods. Yeah, I mean they are. The files are on your console or on your hard drive. Every time you get an update, it's usually related to Red Dead Online.
Fixed him up in no time, of course.
That would be great if we could access that. That would be like a plethora of content. However, there's no way Rockstar would let you access that because they want you to buy it online. That's their bread and butter. That's their. Why would they give it away when so many people are willing to spend money to get it online? However, Serena says, true Hirandro, I also agree that the clothes online are awesome.
Can you please stop?
Serena, Red Dead Online agrees that you are awesome.
Don't you lay a hand on anyone in my shop again, or you'll never be let back in. I'm watching
Yes.
you. Don't
So we
think
have
I
a
ain't.
solid
Buy your
weekend
things and
plan
get gone.
as far as the
Right.
live streams
Let's
go.
see what you're selling.
We shall also be here on New Year's Eve. Not to midnight, only for a couple hours, but we'll be fooling around in Saint Denis. See the vampire, the mayor's party, so we can get some fireworks. Little bit of Algernon.
Back to it.
I reckon you've already made enough trouble.
Serena says, thank you, Antonio. You're awesome too, and everyone.
You ain't welcome in these parts no more.
Well, I appreciate you having
Everything
you
okay?
here. I'm glad you're here.
All right.
Just
well,
isn't the
you're
same
lucky.
without you. It just isn't Free Roam Fridays without Serena and Star Hearts. And what's going on with the stable? We have the Brindle, we have the Iron Grey Ardennes, and we have the Reverse Dapple
You were
Thoroughbred.
wound up about something before. Just don't get violent in here again. If you want me to keep that overnight,
But
there's
we need
room in the
supplies.
stables.
3 of each is not enough. But I'm not working on the satchel until we can tag manually. It was regrettably a mistake to use Bolty as both a hunting and combat rifle. And what's available at the movie theater?
What do you have playing today?
We are showing the
It's the bear.
today.
Nothing special. Nothing we haven't seen.
Come on, girl. Hey, friend.
However,
Morning.
we can accept some complimentary stew from this camp. Arthur meant to do that. Pay no attention. Serena says NPC's angry with you. LOL. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Arthur is embarrassed by that, but can't be helped. There's still enough time for this stew. This lady will be nice to us.
Morning to you.
Oh, hello.
Or maybe not.
Morning.
Morning, mister.
Excuse me, sir. Coming through. Now we're going to do some good. And regrettably, it might backfire on Arthur because he's on a bad honor roll. Gerandro says there are cigarette cards in the movie and in the camp where he's having the stew.
Easy,
I
girl.
knew about the cigarette card in the movie theater. I never really explored the camp other than getting the complimentary stew. Nice there's a cigarette card there. Now, regretfully, because we cannot control Bolty, I think we shot one of his sons. Well,
Appreciate
maybe
you
not.
stepping in there. Those bastards been turning the screw on me from day one, saying I gotta pay them protection money. I told them where to stick it, and well, I guess you just saw how that panned out.
He has a fine beard.
You watch yourself, all right?
Yeah, I'm remembering another playthrough. All these playthroughs just kind of blend together to me. Yes, so we have movie night, and then the Saint Denis Sunday, New Year's Eve night, and then Mondays. I'm not sure what we're going to be doing. I haven't worked on John this week because I was so busy with that speed run. So we might just see some old replays from past Marston Mondays. Depends on how soon we get to chapter 3. Serena says, why didn't Dutch, with that money they had, build a house for them? I think they should have just taken over Hanging Dog Ranch. That would have been perfect. But, you know, he's reading those books about Evelyn, by Evelyn Miller, and they are sending him in a different philosophical direction. That's why he's thinking about Tahiti. I'm sure he got that, you know, just a fresh start on a new, you know, like on a new, not continent, but side of the map, where he's looking for a new frontier, Dutch is. Rather than they should have been shifting their criminal policy and buying a railroad, becoming mini Leviticus Cornwalls. Serena says instead, Dutch says, I have a plan. Yeah, his plan was looking backward, not forward. The only forward thinker in the gang is Herr Strauss. The other option was to take over the Valentine either hotel or the Valentine Hotel and Saloon. Pretty much just take over Valentine. Or perhaps a smaller town like Strawberry, where they could put in a saloon. Just go the Deadwood route. And have a saloon like the Gem. And make your money through gambling and bath ladies. And then you can have all your side missions. Road agents. That would work better as you proceed into the next century. But this is a Western game, and it's about the outlaws. And now we need to pick up a treasure map so we can grab some gold and buy camp upgrades.
Don't understand this at all.
Serena says, feel bad for Jack, nobody to play with. Well, he gets a dog in chapter 3.
Problem?
That helps.
No, there's no
Yeah.
problem. Quite the contrary. Well, there is a problem.
That
For
camp
me, but
was
not
no
for
place
you.
for a kid.
I ain't got time for
No, wait. Give me a minute of your life. I might just change it
However,
forever.
Abigail and
I'm
Jack
sure
would
you
have
will
been
heard
way
of me.
worse off without the
Maximo
camp,
Cristobal
without the gang.
Valdespino, the renowned explorer.
Can't say I have.
And
There
John
has
was
been
willing
much
to
written
leave the
about
gang,
me. I once had
but he
high
wasn't
tea
willing
with
to
the
leave with
Viceroy of
Abigail and
India.
Jack.
I helped liberate South America. I've climbed mountains and swum across seas. I have had.
I believe he left because he could not accept
I've
that
spent the last 3
Jack
months
was
hunting
his kid.
treasure on the American frontier. Beautiful
Roundroof
country.
says, it's
Reminds me
Maximo,
a lot
yes.
of
Maximo
Almeria.
Cristobal
But tomorrow I
Valdespino.
set sail for the island of
Yes, had
Shikoku
tea
in
with
the
the-
Japanese archipelago in search of the legendary Tokushima sapphire.
Well,
And
good
if
for
you
you.
refuse,
No, hold on. You see this map here?
he will
It was
bargain
made by
down
the
to
Jackal
$5.
Gang. They robbed
Even though
banks
it's worth
all the
$10.
way from here to California.
Yeah, I know who the Jack Hall gang are.
Oh, them you have heard of, but me? Huh. Well,
My favorite,
rumor has it they buried gold somewhere in
part of this
area,
cutscene
but
is
were
when
killed before they could retrieve it. They created
Maximo
two maps
says
to ensure
this
it was
countryside
well
reminds me of
This is the first
Almeria,
that should lead you to
which
the
is a
second.
province
You
in
just
Spain
need to follow the
where
landmarks
they
drawn
filmed
here.
a movie you might have heard of.
Yes.
The Good, the
Unfortunately,
Bad,
I am out
the
of
Ugly.
time now, but I am prepared to sell it to you for the low price
And
of
Almeria kind of looks like New
a
Austin. It
trifling investment
kind
for a
of
man
looks
such
like
as you, given the
the
potential
Southwest,
returns.
but not really. We'll talk about more when I do my
You must think
Good, the
I
Bad,
was
the
born
Ugly
yesterday.
commentary. Serena says, looks like the hat
Between us,
online he's wearing.
This map has
The
proven
Treasure
a
Man.
challenge even for me.
Yeah,
So,
probably.
How about I sell it to you
David
for
says,
just
hog tie
What
and take the hat. David, can we keep that hat?
Why the hell not? Can't be that
Also,
hard
that
to
brim is a
suss
little
out.
too wide for Arthur.
Excellent.
I think it would look better
I
on
don't think you
John.
will regret it.
There's so much going on with the Civil War hat that I love. I love the red ribbon bow in front and how one side goes up and then he's got like a little badge or emblem on that side, and then on the other side you get a feather. David says, no, we can't. Well, it would be good for pictures and the Instagram. And what happened to our horse? Serena says, miss Arthur and John. Well, Arthur and John missed you, Serena. But not Abigail. Abigail does not miss you. She thinks you are a bad influence on John. Serena says, going to have to play them again soon. Well, they are patiently waiting for you inside your console, sitting quietly. Now we are heading to rescue Sean, and spoiler alert, regrettably, we will not get Bolte. We did it wrong. And I'm not relying on saves. I didn't care enough to, like, replay the game. I mean, replay the mission. We already have Bolte. Don't know what that buck was thinking. Alright, take us on. Invarium Tattoo Studio says, say hello for me. Greetings, friend. What does Invarium mean? It's Latin. Invarium means inverse. Inverse tattoos. So they are on the inside of the skin, perhaps. Appreciate you being here, friend. Now, it's been a while since we've done a routine camp inspection.
Howdy.
So that's what Arthur decided to do. We will not need any weapons. Good morning,
Hey,
sir.
mister.
Routine camp inspection.
Well, you're welcome to stay. I won't say no to company.
Varium says, thank you, bro. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you being here. Herandro says, just imagine a game with Arthur and adult John in Mexico. Oh, I had an idea for Red Dead 3. Tell me if you think it would make a good video. And how can we do a routine camp inspection if this fella is not hostile? It's very friendly for a while. So my idea for Red Dead 3 would to be follow Davy Callender, who dies in Red Dead 2, as you know. So we don't really get to know him at all. So you could have adventures with him and Jenny and Arthur as a side character. Anyways, the point being, the game would end
Always got time for a fellow traveler.
in Blackwater, and most of the missions would take place all across New Austin in Mexico. So you know that he dies with like good honor or bad honor at Coulter, but he's like mortally wounded on the Blackwater. So that would be like the Red Dead Redemption mission. And then after that's over, you free roam as Arthur. Now that would dovetail quite nicely with this game, because after this game you free roam
Look out for each other out
as
here.
John, and you could even have like an epilogue and a two-part epilogue with Arthur, where you take over the Arthur's character and you have like pre-Coulter missions or
Guess I should stay
just
silent.
more Coulter missions.
Be on
I
the
don't know.
lookout
I haven't thought that far in advance. I will
Take care.
if you think it would make a good
care.
video, but it's just random speculation. Serena says, "Who's Jenny? Never seen her. She died in Blackwater. Lenny had a crush on her." Serena says, "That's not the same Jenny in Red Dead 1."
Go find someone else to
No, I believe not. David says she dies in the shootout. And Serena says, "Okay, thanks, David."
Get away from me.
David says, "She had spark, that girl. She sure did."
I ain't gonna ask
Randro
again.
says, "That's not bad at all." Yeah, I had that thought. I have thoughts while I'm playing. And then this Joker finally decided to get hostile. Shot our hat off. So rude. Bodak says, "Here, just tied up gaming." No worries, friend. Appreciate you being here. And appreciate you listening.
Don't.
Are you playing Diablo 4 or are you playing this game? You're probably playing Diablo. Give my compliments to Madame Lilith.
Enjoy the peace and quiet. Somebody help!
And Arthur is going to shoot that telescope. Just for his trouble. There are no frying pans, David, to shoot, regrettably.
God damn!
We're out of tea.
Help! Help!
He had a really nice setup here. Very elaborate. Arthur is confused.
Help!
Serena asks, "Where's Sadie, Antonio?" She is right down here. Asleep. She had a long day. And I could tell she was tired on our evening walk. So she was happy to get home. And she was fed and pretty much just crashed after that. David says, "Right over yonder is where Horseman 9 is completed." Yes, indeed. You should have seen Sadie's Christmas feast. It started with the base of a waffle, because she loves waffle. And then on top of that, I put hamburger fried rice, which she kind of eats every day anyways. And then she had her kibble, which is blue buffalo. It's all beef. Applesauce, frozen blueberries, chopped up steak, chopped up ham, chopped up turkey, those leftovers. And then on top of that, a full, like, I had this gingerbread man from a local grocery, a local bakery that was super cute. So we just put that on top. It was huge too, it was like this big, just to see what she would do. And she ate the head first. So she liked the gingerbread man, but she just chowed through everything. It was a lot of fun. She had a Christmas feast. Unfortunately, she did not expect every meal to be like that, and she does not eat like that every day. Hirandro says we could also see more of the strange man in an eventual Red Dead 3.
A lot.
Yes, I would. You know, there's just so many opportunities in New Austin and Mexico.
I don't think so.
Especially if we set the game in 1897 or 1898.
Where's that little Irish bastard?
I'm not quite sure. Trelawney's off trying to find out.
Anyone been in the
Odog
Blackwater,
says,
see how things
"Who is
lie?
the strange man? How does he know so much? It is a Red Dead mystery."
Oh, he got a lot of money sitting in that town.
And that's where it's gonna remain for now.
Serena, have you encountered this strange man in your Red Dead 1 playthrough?
I think he's bait. Well, they want to trial him publicly.
Gentlemen,
David says,
Sean is being moved up in Upper Montana, then to
"The Denbo Bobby Boucher."
We can't be rescuing people from some federal prison.
Oh, Bobby Boucher, the water bottle gentleman,
Cutting anyone loose?
Of course not.
the water boy.
Scoutings, boys. I'm moving him to a camp.
I like his
nearby
mom. I like when they
before I
serve
hand
the
him over to
coach
governor.
snake.
So, I guess
One of my favorite scenes.
we need to stop them before
And
they
she
get to
says
camp.
something like,
Charles,
the coach is like, "This
why
is
don't you head up
interesting.
on
What
the
part of
north
the
side,
snake are we eating?"
and we'll
And she
head up on
says,
the other side of the valley
"There's
and
really
meet
no
you. That
parts
way
to
we
the
have
snake,
them
so
in
if we're
either
eating
direction.
anything, it's probably the
Here,
knee."
Josiah, come on. Let's go see.
Bobby Boucher. Odog says, "Possibly an angel." Serena says, "Yes, I have, Antonio. Eventually, I will upload. Look forward to it. Be sure to put Strange Man in the title, because everyone is interested in the Strange Man in this community, and you'll get more views. And we could always use more views." Oh, good news, friends. Currently, I'm checking up. Currently, we are 4 subs away from 20K. I mean, from 17K. We are 3,000 away from 20K. However,
River, West Elizabeth isn't a very well
YouTube is like being really weird with the sub count lately. We
I keep hearing about this.
we'll get like 8 subs in a day, then we'll lose 12 subs. We'll get 10, we'll lose 8. It just keeps going zigzagging up and down. So even if we get to 17K, I guarantee it's not going to stay there, and it's going to go back to 69, and then we need to get to like 17,015 or 20 before it'll stay above 17K. It's super annoying. I don't know what's up with YouTube, but yeah, we consistently gain subscribers and then lose subscribers overnight. But it's a net positive. It's like, but it's not great. It's like we'll get 18, we'll lose 10,
It must be
we'll get,
wonderful to have such trust in
then we'll
one's
get 8,
hands.
and we'll lose 6.
Look, I think that's our boat.
Super annoying.
All right, gentlemen,
But
follow me.
at least for right now, we are very close to 17K. Hirandro says, "The Grim Reaper." And David says, "The way his mom says the devil."
You've been gone for a while.
We should see if that movie is available on YouTube. That'd be funny to watch.
I do have other business to
I will
attend to.
check real quick.
What happened in New York?
And Hirandro, I am like, that is an interesting
Another straight road anywhere.
idea. I do think
Especially with you.
he is
Nice to know where this
supernatural.
Have you run out of people to rob?
Water boy.
Oh,
Hold on
we'll
a second.
never run out of people to rob.
Come on.
It
Let's keep
is
them in
buy or
sight.
rent,
You
regrettably.
all right, Javier? You're quiet.
He hasn't stopped talking since we left you in Valentine. It's the longest ride of my life.
Cute.
I don't think he's.
Very cute.
I believe he's supernatural, and I don't think he's the Grim Reaper.
Push up, come
He
on.
might be an immortal gunslinger.
Apparently, there's a camp somewhere around here where the bounty hunters meet and transfer before continuing out west. I imagine that's where they're headed.
What are everyone's New Year's Eve plans? Are you going to parties? Or are you going to stay home? If you're going to stay home, you should tune in for the Saint Denis Super New Year's Eve that we shall be doing on Sunday. If only for a couple hours, not till midnight. We'll just hang out for a bit, wish everyone a Happy New Year, talk about our plans.
Look, they've
Don't
stopped.
really have plans for
Get your
this channel,
binoculars
just
out.
do more
Let's
live
see what we're
streams.
dealing with
I
here.
have like immediate plans. I want to get the cutscenes for the entire game out.
So who are these bounty
But,
hunters?
you know, we're just going to keep
I don't
going.
know too much about Ike Skeldon's boys, but I hear they're a big crew, wild, built some reputation in the last year.
Gerandro says,
That looks
staying
like Sean
home,
to
I
me.
guess.
Certainly
Yeah, we're staying
kicking
home,
up
me and the
enough
dog.
of a fuss.
You know, I'm not really much of a
Yeah,
drinker.
That's definitely Sean.
Oh, they're giving him a decent kicking.
Well, you can
Serena
only
says, we
imagine
are
the
having
shit's
family
been
dinner
given
party.
down.
That's
yes.
the best.
They're taking him up the canyon.
Yeah, we'll just hang out. We'll have a live stream. And,
There's Charles on the other side. Let's go.
What about the other two down there?
but I
got
don't
an
think
idea.
we're going to be
Follow
doing.
me.
Actually, no. I've got like a family thing with my sister the next day on January 2nd. I suppose that counts as family New Year's Eve stuff. Serena says at home. Note during this sequence when Josiah is doing his distraction, he refers to his wife as Bessie. Now, I don't know if that's like a reference to Hosea, and also note that Hosea and Josiah are basically the same name, except one is an H and one is a J. And also, I don't know if it's just an early like script where both Josiah and Hosea were married to Bessie, a woman named Bessie, or is just Josiah improvising and Bessie was the first name that came to his mind.
Keep your head down. Wait.
Yeah, another glitch. We only have the hunting knife. We have collected the Civil War knife,
Get in the river.
but we can't access it.
Wait until he's got them off
So
guard
regrettably,
before crossing.
the knife we eat it with is also the knife we kill with.
Wait here.
And you know I hate that. You know that's gross. Gerandro says, this is where you can get the bolt-action rifle and the machete. Yes, indeed it is. And spoiler alert, we're not going to get it.
Stay low.
I'm beside myself.
We did it wrong.
If I lose Bessie, I lose everything.
But I'll show you where we did it wrong. I know exactly what happened.
I can't. I'm
And also note, we already have the bolt-action. He gets one in the neck. Grab old Bolty. Explosive rounds. Now I thought he has to fire at us first so that we know he's holding Bolty. See, he's the one on the left. So I thought if we shoot the guy on the right,
Halfway up the canyon to deal with.
the other guy will turn around. And he should be holding Bolty. Then we shoot him. However,
Those are bitches.
his bolt action has already turned back into a carbine repeater. Serena says, love this mission, love the music. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Ow. Rescuing Sean, yeah. But it's not a big deal, we already have the bolt action. So, the moral of the story, or the lesson to be learned, is if you're going to do this, shoot the guy on the left first, and he'll drop Bolty. But as soon as the shooting starts, the bolt action will turn it back into a carbine repeater. So you gotta shoot him first, and you gotta shoot him before the shooting starts. Frodo Swaggin, great username, friend. I nearly killed my horse earlier today when riding too fast while looking at my phone. Yeah, that's a very modern problem in a very old west world. Well done, friend, and I'm glad you're here. David says never write and text. Yes. A sentence I never thought I'd have to say aloud. On our walks, we see people walking and texting all the time.
Come on, let's get up there.
walking right into us. Sadie will just look at them. It's like, and then look at me with a look like, do we know them? Why are they walking up to us? And, you know, just kind of expecting me to walk out of their way. I get very passive aggressive about it. Nobody has run into us so far, but I live in a stand your ground state. In my mind, at least. Though technically, the great state of Lemoyne is a stand your ground state. And then we don't get the machete because he didn't attack Charles. We got him before Javier gives us the alert that Charles needs help. So you gotta wait for that alert if you want the machete. So we have nothing. And we're moving on. There's a little cash in the tent. We'll pick that up just in case you don't know. But
Damn army of these bastards. How much is Sean's bounty?
technically, at this point, I would have just reloaded and old save and done the mission again. But we already have full one, so it doesn't matter. We're using Volty right now. Good old Volty. Again, chugging miracle tonics like they're going out of style.
We got more coming down the hill.
Let me check something, friendos. Yeah, we got about another 40 minutes. Appreciate you being here. Happy Friday. So there's a little cash in this tent. Those bounty hunters, though, they have a lot of cash if you want to like collect their cash. They have at least $3 a piece, or around $3 a piece on average.
Quick, Arthur, before any more show up.
However, you can't. There's no way to collect all of them unless you leave Sean hanging, because you always catch a witness. This might be my favorite cutscene in Chapter 2,
You're making heavy work of this, aren't you?
if not the game.
No, you're a lot less ugly from that other angle,
I would
Arthur.
kill for it. I would happily die for it.
Do we get a hug, Arthur?
Karandro says you can
Warm
also get the
embrace
machete
for a
from
lost
the
brother
night
now
folk.
found.
Yeah, but then you have to deal with the night
You know,
folk,
nothing
and
means
nobody
more to me
likes
than
that.
this gang, the bond we share. It's the most real thing to
Also,
me. I
the
would
Murphy
kill
Brood,
for
you
it,
can
I would
pick up
happily
machetes
die for it, but
quite
in spite
easily
of all
from
of
there.
that, I would have easily left you here to rot if Charles hadn't stopped me.
Not my
don't believe a
favorite
word of that, Arthur.
melee
Get him
weapon. I
outta
prefer the
here.
You're a
broken
great man,
cutlass.
Arthur Morgan.
A more
The
elegant
fine young
weapon
whippersnapper can
from
really
a more
admire.
elegant
Shut
time.
up. Right.
I forgot
we
I
should
had this
split
Star
up.
Wars t-shirt.
Javier, will you escort Mr. McGuire
I hardly
back
ever
to
wear it.
camp?
It's
Charles, best you
because
ride
it's kind of big on me.
Be careful.
I don't know if you
There's
can tell
patrols
from this,
everywhere.
but yeah, just it's huge.
about you?
It's my nephew's,
I'm gonna see what's worth taking here. I'll meet you back there.
and
soon.
All right.
he gave it to me
Okay,
one.
come on.
Have I
I
got
don't know,
stories
for
for
birthday,
you?
Christmas.
I can't wait.
I imagine y'all
Don't
missed me
love
a lot.
Star Wars. I
But
prefer
fear
Star
not,
Trek.
The joy is back in your lives
Deep
now.
Space Nine, I think, is my favorite Star Trek. Miko says, howdy, Super Antonio. Howdy, folks, just watching in the background. Appreciate you being here, Miko. Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. And shout out to the Philippines. Serena says, I did the mission for Sean online. I will upload that too. Okay, yeah. Would love to see that. Serena says, hi, Miko. Miko Herptile. There was a viewer earlier whose name was Ollie the Cobra. So you guys would probably be friends. Herptiles and cobras. Birds of a feather. No pun intended. Well, maybe a little pun. Very little. Now we meet Albert. I mean, as long as we're here. And traditionally, in any playthrough,
Partner?
after I finish the Sean mission, I just take care of Albert because he's one of Arthur's best friends in the game, and also
What a country.
I mean, he's right
I'm
there.
working on a
He's on the way
project.
home.
Photography. Yeah, I guess that bit. Of course.
Wildlife photographer.
That's my thing. Or that's what I want to be my thing. If I have to take another picture of a grumpy
Note, Albert
housefrau
is
or pompous
completely
middle-class
unarmed.
burger,
He is
I will
armed
feed
with a
myself
camera.
to the lions. Stand here. Here?
And even the hat isn't really appropriate for where he is. Serena
Albert
says,
Mason.
Albert cracks me up. Yeah,
Arthur Morgan.
yeah, I like him a lot.
I'm trying to find
Arthur.
and capture images.
And Arthur takes
of
an
our great
immediate
predators
liking to him. Look how
before our
confused
greatest
Arthur is by the
predators.
camera.
Kill them all and stick them on
It's
some
new
clubhouse
technology.
wall.
Good luck with that.
Yes, not the easiest. But, well,
Serena says, I'm surprised he's still alive in
The trick
game. LOL. Yeah,
is to
he
eat a big load of meat
he's very lucky.
and relax.
And he's also
Pray they
lucky
don't
that he
mistake
met
me for lunch.
Arthur.
Oh,
And I love how Arthur says wildlife
that thing is robbing me.
photographer.
Oh, good heavens.
Don't worry. That thing is a coyote. Sneaky one, too. Wildlife photographer.
Frodo Swaggin says, have you ever done a playthrough by leaving as much as possible for John to see the difference? I believe the Marston Mondays playthrough started out that way. Though, I mean, Marston Mondays is at least 3 years old, maybe even 4 years old. So we've pretty much done everything with that we can with John. And we just keep reloading earlier saves. Frodo Swaggins, glad you're here. Recently, I usually watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy over the Christmas holidays, and I finished it last week. I was thinking of watching the Hobbit trilogy, which I also have on Blu-ray, but it's just not as good to me. It's not as inspiring and uplifting as the Fellowship of the Ring and the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Got your bag.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Bag full of meat will tend to bring out the worst in the local population.
You are a gentleman. The bag also had
Yeah,
a lot
Albert
of my
is completely
supplies,
not
so
set
saved
up
me days.
to be a wildlife
Can't thank you
photographer,
enough.
but he's doing the best he can, and he'll get a little help from Arthur.
You take care, sir.
I ain't the one trying to get myself eaten.
I realize I am a fool. Forgive me. And thank you very much once
I would
again.
assume he is staying at the Strawberry Hotel from his location. Serena says, Antonio, been playing since the game came out. Saw you, Antonio, crafting on your horse. I never knew that. Thank you for that. Yeah, you can craft on your horse.
Yeah.
But Serena, you know this game as well as I do. You've been playing just as long as I have. You were one of the first. You were one of the first subscribers. You were one of the first people to comment on my channel.
Hey, mister.
You've been here forever, and I'm so happy. I appreciate that. And we might as well pick up a badger, just not that badger. This isn't my favorite spot for badgers. This is probably the default spot. I will go to the oil derrick first, but you know, again, it's on the way home, and we really need that satchel. Serena says, yes, I know that. Thank you, Antonio. So much in this game to find. Yes, indeed. Top Hat XD says, it has been a long time. Yeah, going on 5 years. What's that about? 6 years, 2024. But I believe this game is sustainable, especially since... How old is GTA 5? GTA 5. Grand Theft Auto 5, to quote Wikipedia, is a 2013 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. I love doing my Super Antonio voice. So, you know, that game is going on 11 years old, and there are still channels devoted to it. There's no reason why we can't have, you know, a Red Dead channel. There's still, I mean, Minecraft. There are Minecraft channels that, and that game is at least 20 years old. And The Sims. So I do think it's sustainable, but I also think we need to expand it to live streams, which we did this year. Going forward, we'll stay with this live stream schedule.
Hey there.
And I'll keep making, you know, I'll make videos as I find things that are interesting. Or things that occur to me. And now we need to dance with Mary Beth and party with Sean. It's so poignant the way Mary Beth asks, "Will you dance with me, Arthur?" As if she's expecting him to refuse, to decline.
I know what you mean.
Because she doesn't know if we're playing good on her or bad. It's almost as if she expects him to laugh at her. It's very sad. But she's making an effort. She's taking a chance. She's being brave. So I always like to reward that. Of course we'll dance with you. We are happy to dance with you.
Arthur. Oh, Arthur. You seem in a good mood.
Dutch is in a good mood. Because we got Sean back. No thanks to you.
Let's enjoy ourselves. We having a party? Maybe. Just a little one. Great. Uncle Sean is back.
However, it was a coordinated effort between Josiah and Charles and Javier. Now Sean's drunk and making a speech. If I have to whip him, I will.
It'll be nothing but the finest game in the pot. Now,
Deadeye McGuire. I don't believe Sean ever contributes in the hunting sense.
We'll have this camp running like clockwork.
We do get to do a side mission with him in Chapter 3.
Have fun. Have lots of fun.
Frodo Swaggin says, some of the conversations at the party are my favorite in the whole game. Same here, friend. Odug says, I know, right, Super Antonio? This, a bath, and an arm around our supposed girlfriend in the theater is all the action we get.
Did you miss him?
Yes. Yes, indeed. Very well said, friend. But fortunately, this is a family channel, and that's all the action we need. This song is rather naughty, though, that they're going to sing, the Louisville Maid. Hodok says, we can't say no. And Serena says, Dutch is in a good mood now, but not Chapter 6. Yeah, it all goes downhill from here. In Louisville, I met a maid. Mark well what I do say. Mark, in this sense, means listen. It's Old English, Shakespearean. Mark me, listen to me. And, oh dog, I left this this entire song here pretty much for you. So I hope you appreciate it. Yeah, Uncle knows some naughty songs. That one about drilling for oil that he sings by himself. And then that, you know, the song that Dutch and Hosea and Arthur sing after their fishing trip in Chapter 3. She said, wait till the taters is done. Yeah. Odak says, it really is downhill from here besides the fishing trip. Dutch is in a good mood in Chapter 3. I mean, well, I just think the kidnapping of Jack spoilers, of course, for a 5, going on 6-year-old game, is when it really starts going downhill. The meeting between the Pinkerton agents with the fishing trip with Jack is like the start, but that's more of a amuse-bouche. Here we go. Will you dance with me, Arthur? There's just like such hesitation in her voice.
Look at me.
And of course, we're happy to dance with you. Serena says, I felt bad for them, how they lived. Makes me feel spoiled with my house air conditioning. Yeah, but they didn't know what air conditioning was, so they probably weren't missing it. They're closer to nature than we are.
What you think of me?
Look at Sadie in the background, just being sad and not wanting to party. And note, we already got Kieran off the tree, so he doesn't really party either. He just stays on the sidelines doing chores. Odog says, no Sean and Lenny and Hosea. I believe Hosea is around the campfire. And Sean is probably paying attention to Karen, which we didn't follow in this video. Interesting. I did like a definitive video with all the Sean Karen encounters in this party, and that was one of my least popular videos on the channel. So interesting that it's got like the worst ratio of like likes to dislikes. It's almost 50% dislikes. People don't want to see that. They watched it, and you know, according to the algorithm, a like and a dislike is completely equal. The algorithm just sees it as engagement, so the algorithm doesn't care. It's one of the reasons why we're so hyped up. Also note, Kieran just doing chores. Why our culture is so hyped up and polarized is because the algorithm doesn't care if we like or dislike. It just wants engagement. But at any rate, yeah, it's like, so I didn't even follow Sean and Karen this time, just because not everyone likes to see that encounter, which I find curious. Don't understand why. Serena says, can't believe how much Sadie changed from Coulter. Yeah, well, she adapted. She had to. She made a choice, and she let the anger consume her. Frodo Swaggin says, do you ever take suggestions for shorts and videos? Yeah, all the time. Usually in the chat. I get my best ideas from you guys. Herandro says, Sadie could definitely have her own DLC. Yeah, I agree. I'd love to play as Sadie. And just for ODOG, we'd take a lot of baths. Serena says, Sadie is online. Red Dead Online. So, Serena, have you made any videos? I do not recall seeing any videos with Sadie online. And Javier here is playing a soulful tune for Miss Tilly. I always think he had feelings for Miss Tilly, but I don't know if Tilly ever reciprocated.
You have no idea. I can imagine. You okay, Tilly?
Yes, just relaxing. So
yeah, the original Biscuit Moonstone Pond glitch came from a super long comment from a Russian viewer where he explained how to do it. So I said, okay, I'll try it, and that biscuit video blew up the channel.
And now we're stuck with it.
We still get views and comments to this day, usually complaining that this glitch is now patched.
Suddenly you seem much better, Marcy.
Serena says, yes, couple of years ago, it's my playlist with Sadie and Jake. Serena, download those videos and re-upload them so that new viewers can see them, because they won't dig through your channel.
So your drinking pal's back? With a vengeance, it seems. I'd forgotten how loud he was.
Frodo Swaggin says, I have one where you can get the fastest possible trapper saddle pelt. That's always there. Right as chapter 2 starts, you can go toward Valentine, and a guy is getting attacked by a cougar. Yes, we know about that. Get away from me now. You can use an improved arrow on him. It's very convenient. That cougar is a long way from home. That's a good one. Frodo Swaggin says, use a bow for a headshot to get the perfect pelt. Be sure to use an improved arrow. And the Ring Dang Do, O-Dog, that's a very naughty song. Uncle is a wealth, a jukebox, and of naughty songs that he is happy to sing for you.
That's what you call a ring dang do. She went off to be a whore, hung this sign upon her door, $1 each.
Yeah, that cougar is so close to camp. Also.
Ring dang do, now what is that? Soft and round like a pussy cat, got a hole in the middle and a split in.
Very convenient if you're crafting the satchel.
Yes. Welcome back, Sean.
I owe you one, Arthur Morgan. The drinks are on me.
They always are when you ain't buying.
Are you having fun, Arthur?
Sure.
Arthur treats Sean as a little brother. He has the same relationship with Sean that he does with John. And it's interesting that he is also developing that same relationship with Kieran.
I'm sorry, Arthur.
But it gets aborted in chapter 4. You know why.
It's because I love you, Arthur. Really, it is.
However, his relationship with Charles is more of an equal. They're more like they're friends, but they're more brothers on the same level. Where Arthur doesn't feel like he needs to teach or protect Charles, and he certainly feels protective about Sean and John, and to a lesser extent Kieran. Frodo Swaggin says, I also noticed that when I'd go turn in that pelt, if you ride back over the train bridge, there will be a small camp on the flat-neck side that you can ride back and forth the horse to change. Are you talking about Arthur's favorite bounty hunter camp? Yes, he is. Got a piebald Tobiano Hungarian half-bred that way, before doing any missions, and using dynamite on the Tennessee Walker to get my saddle off of it. Okay, that works. Technically, we don't kill any horses on this channel. Nobody wants to see that. Serena says, I felt bad for Strauss when Arthur kicked him out.
Yes, Miss Grimshaw.
Well, Serena, Arthur had had enough with Herr Strauss, regrettably.
I never liked that
And
woman, Mr.
the
Morgan.
whole the whole thing falls apart in chapter 6. I hate chapter 6. Frodo Swaggin says it's a slightly different camp spot, LOL. Okay.
What you preparing for?
The greatest of gifts.
Now let's go hunting for bison.
No, you simple-minded fool.
Yeah, I don't know
Bison.
about that camp.
Bison? Bison. How much you can get anything. There's some over on the plains, I believe.
I always just use Arthur's
Saw a
favorite
couple a
bounty
long
hunter
way
camp.
off. Oh.
Frodo Swaggin says, just
Good luck.
under that train bridge.
You want to come with me?
I
I'll
don't
show you
know
how
if
we hunt
I've even noticed any camps
Sure.
on that bridge,
Why
or near
not?
that bridge. The one on the way to Valentine?
Mount up then. Let's go.
And here's the old boy walking through our frame, not really caring that we're filming.
You know, it was
Now,
before my time.
spoiler alert, because we cannot control, one, we cannot control Bolty, two, my controller is glitching,
Almost as one. The bison
three,
went, my people went. They were the center of all life. We couldn't survive without them. They provided
three,
us with
basically we're gonna mess up,
clothing,
we're gonna mess
shelter,
up this hunt.
tools. There was a lot of respect.
And Serena says, bison, 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 yes. There's lots of bison involved in this bison video.
I think my people.
David says, all right, cowpokes, see all of you later. Y'all come back now here. David, really appreciate you being here. Happy New Year, friend. You have a great weekend. Be sure to say, give my love to your lovely wife. And if you come back for New Year's Eve, we're going to be doing a Saint Denis stream. Bring enough snacks for everyone. Frodo Swaggin says it was a single fisherman spot on the river, kind of near where the Blue Roan Nakota can be found. Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
Okay, I'll check that out. And Arthur kind of meant to do this, but see, it's so hard to control that bolting for hunting. The Springfield single shot really comes in handy.
All right, skin and butcher it. Take the horns too. Can all be used.
David says, "Oh, dog, Serena, Mr. Super Antonio, all of you cowpokes and cowpokettes." I like that, cowpokette. Top Hat XD says, "Happy New Year, man." And
Let's go.
Serena says, "Happy New Year to your wife and to David." David says, "Have a safe and sane New Year." Let's hope it's a good one, to quote John Lennon, without any fear. Frodo Swaggin says, "I can try and make a clip to forward to you somehow, if that helps." No worries, friend. I know where you're I know where you're talking about now. I know exactly where. I've just never tried to manipulate that camp.
I say we follow him.
All right, lead the way.
I will make a note.
Could it have been an animal?
No, they've been shot. I just don't know
That
why
says
anybody would
River
just
Camp
leave them get around
HH?
like that.
Question mark? That's enough for me. And
Look,
A to the B to the Z, aka Donut Lord, says, "What do you rate the Nueva Paraíso holster?" Eight out of 10.
There's a camp.
I mean, I like it
I'm gonna take a
because it's unique. Doesn't really come with a nice belt buckle. However, you know, we're going to get the Grizzly Talisman, and that's my favorite belt buckle. I was complaining how you can't upgrade the knife holsters, and that's annoying. Can't even change the colors.
Bison's been dead about the same amount of time.
So what do you want to do?
The Nueva Paraíso also has a reddish tint. That sometimes, because I tweak the videos, it will look really red in the videos, and then we'll get comments saying, "Where did you get that red holster?" I mean, I like it better than Arthur's, you know, gunslinger holster.
See some smoke to the east. Maybe another camp. It's worth a
But
look.
I'd be just as happy with the plain black improved holster. And then, of course, all the trapper gear. But that requires effort.
Think we can talk?
Ironically,
I don't kill for fun.
the Horseman holster set is my least favorite trapper gear, and probably the challenges Horseman and hunting are the challenges I do the most. My favorite trapper holsters are probably the Bandit and Gambling, but again, those are some of the most difficult challenges to achieve. Charles is really mad at these hunters. Well, they're not hunters technically, they're poachers.
What's your problem? I said, did you fools shoot those bison?
Sometimes this poacher that Arthur interrogates has a unique hat, but he does not this time.
We did. We shot them bison. We'll shoot you too if you don't get.
What business is it of yours? What?
It's that business of mine.
Business of mine.
Like even Arthur is shocked. Calm down, Charles. But he doesn't understand the link Charles has with bison, the cultural influence, the cultural significance.
What the hell are you doing? Why are you killing those bison and leaving them to rot?
I don't know what you're talking about.
God damn it, tell us and you're dead.
Oh, okay. We were paid to kill as many as we could and make it look like
He's
it was
got a
Indians.
family.
Just kill him, Arthur.
No.
Fun to think about NPCs with
don't
little
kill me.
NPC
I'm begging
families, NPC wife and NPC kids.
Get out of here.
So he runs back to his family.
Don't shoot me, mister.
So I'm sure if we
We're
followed him,
family.
he's just running in a loop.
Why did you do that? He didn't need to die. Maybe he'll go tell his friends now what happens to
And Charles is so mad he's going to head back to camp. Now, note,
I'm heading back.
the bounty hunters have
I'm
some
gonna see if there's anything worth
interesting
taking
horses.
from their camp. I'll
Serena
catch
says,
up
when I
with you
did
later."
this a few times, sometimes I let him go or kill him too. I always let him go. We have to set a good example for Charles. There's a pamphlet we need to pick up. Some miscellaneous supplies, nothing special. Corn. We can always use more chewing tobacco. There's a corn here that you can feed to the horse. And then bounty hunter horses are over here. You get the dapple gray thoroughbred and a blanket Appaloosa. These are very consistent. So if you want either of those horses, you can get them. We are going to return this poor bison belt and send this horse on their merry way.
I'll sleep well tonight.
Come on, girl.
Now Arthur's thought he could redeem himself with Bolte. And as long as the herd is right there, we might as well pick up a 3-star.
Yep.
And it's like we shot through his leg or something. We completely missed him and shot someone behind him. Kind of embarrassing. See? Now we got his 1-star brother. Charles would get mad at us if we didn't process it, even though with our limited satchel we can't keep any of this. I think we already have 5 steaks. Let's try that again, shall we? There. Now, finally. Okay, let's get this back to Mr. Pearson. And what happened? to our horse. So we're heading home, and we hear a familiar voice. And Arthur can't help himself. He has to help.
Okay, girl. Idiot.
But we thought about it. Thought about just leaving her there.
My legs all numb. Please hurry.
Serena says, love the Red Dead poster in the background, Antonio. Serena, that Red Dead poster loves you. We got it off Amazon. I'm sure you could find one for yourself if you want one. They're available in Amazon. Just search Red Dead Redemption 2 movie poster.
You poor, dumb animal.
Wasn't that expensive? It was, I'm sure it was less than 20 bucks.
Tell Mildred. Well, thank you.
Do you need a ride home, ma'am? Even though we will sacrifice our
Mister,
3-star bison pelt that we had to actually kill 3, maybe 4 bisons to get.
I live there.
No
So
problem.
we dump this. Hopefully somebody else will pick it up.
Let's go, girl.
Somebody riding down the trail and they're like, well, I'll take this free bison pelt. She says something sad, something like, you finding me is the only good thing that's happened to me in a while. Very sad. Poor lady. Also, have you noticed a lot of single moms in this game? What's that about? Serena says, I have Red Dead Redemption 2 for my background on my PS4. Same here.
I was off inquiring about a possible new line of work. I borrowed a friend's horse for the trip. See, my husband... Well, it's just me and my boy now, and it's hard to find work.
I'm sure it is.
I'm glad Mary didn't have a kid with Mr. Linton. That would have been
That's
awkward.
what I'm looking for. Not much work for a
That
woman
would have
with a boy to
complicated
raise.
things for Arthur.
I won't work in no saloon, but I've got sharp eyes and quick hands. I was hoping to get a job working as a seamstress. A wealthy man
And
said he'd
Abigail,
pay me
at this
for the
point, is also technically a single mom because John won't take responsibility.
Oh, you may be right.
Serena says, Antonio, I'm happy tomorrow on New Year's. It's going to be a cool day. Good, I'm glad. I'm happy for you as
He
well.
wanted to meet me first.
Frodo Swaggin says, Arthur keeps killing these women's husbands.
I can't afford to dismiss offers like these, even if they do
Yeah.
seem
Yeah, that's ironic and true.
Just be careful.
You can't
is all
help
I'm
it. But
saying.
they started it.
I may not have another opportunity like this.
Nobody...
Now I'll have to pay Mildred
Arthur
back
just
for
wants
her
to ride
horse.
around and play with the horses.
Sounds like you're in a hard position. Yeah.
You finding me is the only good thing that's happened to me in a long while.
Yeah, you finding me is the only good thing that's happened to me in a long time, sir. And Arthur doesn't even have a response to that. I'm sorry to hear that, ma'am.
Just a little further.
Miko Herptile says, and Arthur keeps getting involved with widows. Yeah. Yeah, what's that about? Sally Nash is happy and available. And also, I'm pretty sure he could charm Penelope Braithwaite.
We're here. Thank you for all your help.
But yeah, he likes the widows.
You're a good man.
Glad I was able to help. You take care. Appreciate it. You be well.
Uncle says in an earlier cutscene, one of the earliest, the Valentine's store, I always thought I'd be married to a rich heiress
find
at
my
this
way.
point in my life.
Thank you, sir.
So it might be part of the, just the way the writers were thinking when they were writing this game. Odog says, Arthur is pitiful. Well, you can play him that way. I think I think the game gives him people to help, opportunities to help, and the backstories they create have to, like, inspire feelings of helplessness. Like if you're a widow, if your husband's, you know, not there to care for you, if you're a single mom, we're worried. This is an ambush point. We were worried about getting ambushed here. That's just another way that you can help. That, you know, it's an incentive for you to help as Arthur or John. I suppose. I wonder if you could leave those encounters for John. I've never tried. And we say hello to Bill, who's doing his best on sentry duty.
It's me.
It's always odd to see Hosea on sentry duty, just because you'd think as a senior member of the camp, basically the vice president of the camp, he would never have to do sentry duty ever again. But I'd rather have him on sentry duty than, say, Uncle or Mr. Pearson. They should have made Kieran do sentry duty.
Could really use some good meat for this stew.
They just made him help around. He helps Mr. Pearson and helps with the horses. And you might as well have these gamey birds.
Thank you, Arthur.
Frodo Swaggin says, I'd like to know if Bessie, that Trelawney mentions to distract these Skelding boys, is the same Bessie that Hosea briefly left the gang with when Arthur was younger. Yes, we were talking about that earlier, Frodo Swaggin. I don't think so. I think it's just old writing.
Mr. Morgan.
That is now a plot
Morgan.
inconsistency.
Reverend, I just want to thank you.
And the Reverend can see that we are filming here.
Is not my friend, Mr. Morgan.
Serena says the only encounter I haven't come across in this game where John sees a girl to help her husband, and I have never seen that before. Have you, Antonio, or anyone else? Yes, that is in the you know the cabin. Oh, let's see, north, south, east, west. It's like southwest of Riggs Station. You know, almost parallel with the Trapper on the way to Blackwater. You will see that lady. There's also a lady that you can say from Wolves up there as John. But it's the same cabin where Arthur gets kidnapped. Miko says, thankfully Arthur was not involved in Mary, Sadie, and Charlotte becoming widows, but he helped them all. Yes, he did. Arthur likes to help. We are in the hero business after all. And brother, to paraphrase Quentin Tarantino, business is good. John walking into our shot again. He knows we're filming.
I told Dutch, I feel I should tell you. I saw some of Combs' boys riding around.
Down here? What they want?
I have no idea.
They see you?
Kieran's
I don't think so.
doing horse maintenance.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
Hodok says Sadie should have been his, maybe even Charlotte. I think Sadie would have been perfect for Arthur. You know that, though. Miss, we're bad men, but we ain't them. They could have run off together, but they both felt a great allegiance to the band, or the gang. Serena says, oh, okay, thank you, Antonio. I'll try. Hopefully I will encounter. If I do, I will upload it. Make a save in that location as John, and just keep reloading that save, and I'm sure you will spawn that encounter. And that, my friends, is about all I have for you tonight. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, EJ, for the super. Shout out to the mods. Serena, David, O-Dog, always happy to see you. Miko, Frodo, it's great talking to you, friends. We shall return tomorrow for the Magnificent 7 movie night at 7 p.m. PST. Also, the Sunday New Year's Eve stream and Marston Mondays will all happen 7. Appreciate you being here. You have a great weekend. Hope to see you again soon. On Fridays, we free roam. I'll see you on movie night. O-Dog has a peace sign.